Hey U State fans, welcome back to the Front Row Network's Whiteboard Opponent Preview. Once again, I am your host, Blake Hatfield of USU Junkies. Make sure you get on and check out all of the great content that can be found at www.usufrontrow.com. Give them a follow on Twitter at USUFrontRow, as well as a follow to the Whiteboard at USU Whiteboard, where you can check out some banter and all the dirt on our upcoming opponents. So this week, we take a look at San Jose State. This is a team that we're very familiar with. It's an old WAC foe. We could even count the ways that we know them. And if we're going to count, I had to do this. Really excited about this get for this broadcast. Coming at you from his mansion, ladies and gentlemen, Sesame Street's The Count.
Now it's time for one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. Yes, the number of the day. Oh, I wonder what the number of the day could be. Let's find out, shall we?
1,
2, 3, 4,
5,
Oh, the suspense.
6,
7,
8, 9,
10,
When will we get to the number of the day?
11, 12.
13.
Ha-ha! The number of the day is 13. Thrilling 13.
Thank you, Mr. The Count. That was incredible. I could probably watch that all day. So the city of San Jose is actually featured in a 1968 hit called Do You Know the Way to San Jose? It's a great song. If you haven't heard it before, it goes something like this. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to sing ever again to you guys. Don't worry. I don't want to really say I promise. I don't want to use that word because I don't want to say something like, hey, for as long as I am doing these opponent preview videos, there will never be any singing, and then have to go back on my word and say, I talked it over and we're actually going to do it for one of them. I mean, you just really don't want to be that guy. So an interesting thing happening in this one, the Spartans kicker, Harrison Wade, he was ejected last game, attempted an onside kick late in the fourth quarter, took a hit on that kick, retaliated, and got himself thrown out. Now there are basically two ways for an onside kicker to get taken out of a game. One is to retaliate, and the other one is if the hit looks a little something like this. Another thing that I think we can all agree we could all watch just all day long. But let's get in and talk about what NCAA 14 had to say about this one. Got my stats here. Utah State at the end of the first quarter led 14-0. Going into the half, it was Utah State 24-14. End of the third quarter, Utah State 31-21. Utah State did hold on to win 48-36. So pretty exciting. Offensive player of the game was Joe Hill with 104 yards, 2 touchdowns, and added 18 receiving yards. By the way, it does sound like he will be here for this game Friday, so that's good news if it's really true. Defensive player of the game is B.J. Larson. He amassed 13 tackles, 6 tackles for a loss, and 2 sacks. All right, Utah State fans, let's talk the viewing experience. If you don't know the way to San Jose, you can check out the game at Savannah's Barbecue. Savannah's Barbecue is putting on a watch party. They did one last week. The Front Row Network has actually teamed up with them. A lot of the guys from the Front Row Network are going to be out there watching it, so you can go meet them, hang out with them, tell them that you think they're awesome. It's really cool. It's a nice new 55-inch TV screen, and it has, this is the big kicker for me, it has its own dedicated sound system for the game, so you can really hear the bone-crunching sounds of every David Fells sack that Utah State comes up with. Go watch the game. It should be exciting, and who knows, maybe Utah State will get to count more than 13. 13 sensational sacks.